Have you ever wondered how the legendary Babe Ruth died? As we delve into the untold story behind baseball's biggest legend, get ready to be shocked. The most powerful man in baseball was slowly being destroyed by a rare cancer. This is the tragic tale of how one of the greatest players of all time lost his life. The Babe Ruth story is one of triumph over adversity, a classic American tale. But behind the iconic moments and legendary status lies a lesser-known narrative of struggle and pain. In this video, we uncover the truth about his death, revealing the heartbreaking reality that even the greatest among us are not impervious to life's cruelest blows. So get ready to learn about the untold story of how one of the greatest baseball players of all time died. How could the strongest slugger fall so tragically? What was the hidden battle behind his smile? Join us as we explore the shocking truth behind the Babe's death and separate the myth from the reality. Humble beginnings in Baltimore. George Herman. Ruth Jr., better known as the Babe, was born on February 6, 1895, in Baltimore, Maryland. Growing up, he faced many challenges. His father abandoned the family when George was just 2 years old, leaving them with little money and no support. His mother, Catherine, had to work long hours to make ends meet, which meant that young George and his 2 younger siblings were often left to fend for themselves. Life was tough, but George was a fighter. He knew that if he wanted a better life for himself and his family, he would have to work hard and make it happen. At the age of 13, George was sent to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys in Baltimore after getting into several fights. It was here that Brother Matthias, a strict but caring Christian brother, noticed George's raw, unmatched talent and decided to take him under his wing. Under Matthias's guidance, George blossomed both as a person and as a baseball player. He learned discipline, focus, and how to control his temper. These lessons would serve him well throughout his life, both on and off the field. Rise to fame with the Red Sox. After impressing the Red Sox management with his pitching skills, Ruth made his major league debut on July 11, 1914, at the age of 19. He quickly became known for his powerful fastball and ability to strike out batters. In 1916, he led the Red Sox to a World Series victory over the Brooklyn Robins, cementing his status as a baseball legend. But Ruth's time with the Red Sox was not without controversy. Despite his success on the field, he often clashed with the team's management over issues such as salary and playing time. In 1919, he was sold to the New York Yankees for $100,000, a move that would have a profound impact on both him and the future of baseball. The home run revolution. Ruth's arrival in New York coincided with a shift in baseball from a slow, defensive game to a faster, more exciting game. This change was driven by the introduction of the designated hitter and the use of statistics such as on-base percentage and slugging percentage to evaluate players. Ruth, with his powerful swing and aggressive style of play, was perfectly suited to the new era of baseball. He hit 54 home runs in his first season with the Yankees, breaking his own record of 29 home runs set while playing for the Red Sox. The following year, he hit 60 home runs, a feat that had never been done before and has only been accomplished a handful of times since. Over the next 14 seasons, he would go on to hit 714 home runs, a record that stood for 34 years. His success brought a new level of excitement and popularity to the sport. Stadiums were overflowing, fans were going wild, and the media was buzzing with stories about the latest home run. He became one of the first true modern baseball celebrities. Nicknamed the Sultan of SWAT and the Bambino, he was beloved by fans and feared by his opponents. Behind the spotlight, excess and controversy. Off the field, Ruth was known for his larger-than-life personality and his love of food, drink, and the good life. He was a notorious fan of expensive cigars, fancy cars, and beautiful women. There were numerous scandals involving his late-night escapades, but they never seemed to affect his popularity with the fans. He was larger than life, both on and off the field. In 1934, he was arrested for speeding after crashing his car into a telephone pole. In 1935, he was involved in a fight with teammates Lou Gehrig and Joe DiMaggio. But despite these incidents, Ruth remained a folk hero to millions of Americans. People loved his swagger, his sense of humor, and his infectious enthusiasm for the game. The final chapters of his career. In 1935, at the age of 40, Ruth retired from baseball with 714 career home runs. He had transformed the sport forever. Where once games were measured in runs scored per game, now every team hit 100 home runs a season. His presence had changed the way the game was played and the way fans experienced it. He spent his later years traveling the country, making appearances at baseball events and giving interviews. But as the years passed, he began to feel the effects of age and illness. He suffered from heart problems, diabetes, and various other ailments, but none were as serious as what he was truly battling: the hidden enemy, cancer. In 1946, at the age of 51, Ruth was diagnosed with nasopharyngeal carcinoma, a rare form of throat cancer. Despite the severity of his diagnosis, Ruth refused to give up. He underwent experimental treatments, including radiation and chemotherapy, but nothing seemed to work. His health continued to deteriorate, and he became weaker and weaker with each passing day. The farewell at Yankee Stadium. In 1948, Ruth made one final appearance at Yankee Stadium. It was the perfect farewell to the sport he loved and the fans who adored him. He had come to terms with his illness and was ready to say goodbye. On August 16, 1948, at the age of 53, Ruth died in his sleep of a heart attack. His body lay in state at Yankee Stadium for 2 days so that fans could pay their respects. An estimated 77,000 people came to say goodbye to the man who had been a part of their lives for so long. The funeral was held at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, and he was buried in Gate of Heaven Cemetery in Hawthorne, New York. Legacy and reflection. When Ruth died, his number 3 was retired by the Yankees, and a bronze plaque was placed in his honor at Cooperstown. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936, just 3 years after his retirement. Babe Ruth wasn't just a great baseball player, he was a cultural icon who helped shape America's identity. His larger-than-life personality and incredible achievements on the field made him a symbol of hope, joy, and the pursuit of excellence. Although his life was filled with both triumph and tragedy, he never gave up on his dream of becoming the best baseball player he could be. And in doing so, he inspired generations of athletes and fans alike. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. We would greatly appreciate it. Also check out our other videos. We think you'll enjoy them too. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.